Okay, I found the perfect video for me. It's a nexus in which Hollywood and politics interact. Um, Michael Douglas is hosting this video. It's called "Unbreaking America: Divided We Fall," and it's basically what you get when a bunch of Hollywood guys get together and try to, I don't know, make civil discourse a thing again in the world of politics. So the question is, will Michael Douglas and his Hollywood buddies make a thing where civil discourse includes everybody, or basically are they just going to say, if only you would be a Democrat, then we could have a nice discussion. So let's take a look at it. It's about 10 minutes long.
America's political system
Exactly
has been
10 minutes long.
hijacked to ensure those with power keep it.
I don't necessarily disagree with that. That's pretty true. But like, is this news to anybody? Really?
If you look at American politics and think everything is fine, this video
Michael Douglas, RepresentUs Cultural Council. I don't know what that is.
is not for you. To the rest of us,
To everything is fine. This video's not for you. Okay.
things seem pretty broken. I mean, our forefathers created a beautiful system, and we live in a magical country. How the hell did things get so bad? These days, just 2% of Americans trust that our elections worked how they're supposed to. Congress has an approval rating of 20%.
Hold up. Congress has always had an approval rating that low. I'm not sure about the elections, but let's be honest here. A lot of people don't vote in this country, Michael. A lot.
Our leaders are locked in partisan warfare, and they aren't fixing anything. And we're angry.
I don't totally agree with your summary here. They just passed the redone version of NAFTA. They did pass prison reform, and well, those are the only two things I can name off the top of my head. I mean, I kind of don't see things as log jammed as you say, but okay, let's. I'm not totally agreeing with your assessment here.
We're angry at the system, at each other. Our country is getting poorer, sicker, more divided, and our families are paying the price.
Poorer, sicker, more divided. That can't be true. More people are working. Sicker, I don't know how you define sicker. I guess if you're talking about the healthcare situation, maybe. More divided. I don't know how you measure that, but let's continue.
We don't even talk to each other anymore.
That much is true. A lot of people will not talk to me.
America's political system has been hijacked to ensure those with power keep it. And for the rest of us, well, it's not so good.
Yeah, poor guy like Michael Douglas, who's only worth millions of dollars and was born into a famous Hollywood family, must have it rough, Mike. Must be rough.
I'm going to show you exactly how today's political system is creating the problem. Exactly how we fix it, and how the solution ultimately depends on you. This Venn diagram shows the relationship between an elected official doing what the people want and their likelihood of getting reelected. Ideally, they'd serve the people and have a high likelihood of reelection. But a recent Harvard Business School report by Professor Michael Porter and Catherine Gale showed that the relationship looks more like this. They found virtually no correlation between serving the will of the people and getting reelected. In other words, if our elected leaders do their jobs, they're more likely to lose their jobs. How is that possible?
Okay, explain.
On two privately held gain-seeking organizations. America's two major political parties. In 2019, both major parties publicly threatened to blacklist candidates and contractors who veered from the party lines. They control the money, the debates, the primaries. They even draw their own voting districts. A full 61% of Americans want another option.
Okay, you got me on board here. I'm all board with all this. This is good stuff. It's a shame that I think a lot of Hollywood liberal types wait until they're out of power to do this. This would have been amazingly effective under Obama. Oh, it would have been insane. Obama would have been like, "Huh, Michael Douglas said this," and it would have really done something. But alas, you guys are out of power. So who do you got to listen to you? Trump, the guy you've been insulting for 3 years?
But any third party or independent who runs is seen as a spoiler. So year after year, we choose between the lesser of two evils.
Don't I know it as a libertarian?
Democrats, Republicans, Democrats. In any other environment, a new competitor would swoop in to better serve their constituency. You hate your cable company? Here comes streaming. But the two parties have rigged the system.
I don't really get that analogy. Hate your cable company, here comes streaming. But, Michael, a lot of local governments have created local monopolies, so there's no competing cable.
To block competition. But it gets worse. In 86% of House races, we now know which party will win the general election before it even starts. That means all of the competition is in the primaries, where as few as 14% of voters participate. And primary voters tend to be more partisan than those who vote in a general election. So the most partisan candidates to win the primary are virtually guaranteed to win the general, so you can guess what happens next. Over time, the parties move further and further apart. This graphic shows members of Congress who worked with the other party to pass a law in 1953. The gray lines represent their collaboration. The more lines you see, the more times they crossed party lines to pass a law. This is how it looked in 67. In 81. Look what happened in 1995. And by 2011, it represents where we are today. Hardliners are rewarded.
Interesting. Nice, elegant way to illustrate that they don't seem to be working with each other anymore. But it's weird that you stopped at 2011. Seems like you would have the data at least up to 2018. Why is that missing?
Collaboration is vilified. Congress is so gridlocked they can't even pass the most basic laws to improve the lives of everyday Americans. For the first time since the Great Depression, life expectancy in the U.S. is actually going down while it goes up in the rest of the world.
Well, I don't think Congress is in charge of life expectancy. There could be other factors at play there that aren't necessarily Congress. But I agree with you. Congress is extremely unpopular and everybody hates them. Maybe if people hate them enough, they'll actually go out and vote. But we'll see.
We were once ranked top in the world for education. We've fallen to 27th. We can't afford life.
Privatize education. We'll go right back up.
Saving prescriptions and medical bills are forcing families into bankruptcy.
That is true. We need more competition in the marketplace to drive down the price.
Almost half of American families can't even afford basic necessities like rent and food.
Calm down, okay? Calm down. That may be true. I don't know the stats on that particular thing, but the fact that the economy's doing better and more people are working, I would be interested in seeing the numbers in the Trump era.
What I want to know is, how do we fix it?
You can't rely on your government to fix everything, but part of the problem is when they intervene in stuff, they often make it worse. Healthcare is a perfect example. Healthcare has been going up since Nixon started HMOs. I mean, the moment he started meddling in it is the moment the prices went up and up and up and up, because everybody's got their hand in a pot. These insurance companies and medical companies, everybody connected with it, they all want a little piece. Even the doctors, they screwed things up. I explained that in another video. Be careful what you wish for is the motto there.
You know, I think I'm getting a little carried away here, so I'm going to bring my friend Josh in while I calm down.
Who's Josh?
We need to take our government back and make it work for us. So much of what's failing is a symptom of our failed elections. Look, this isn't about giving power to the right or to the left or asking Congress to fix itself, because frankly, they won't. So we have to go around Congress. And the good news is, in the U.S., states run elections, even federal elections. So when we pass election laws in a state, it affects the federal elections. And get this, a Bloomberg News study showed that throughout American history, passing state laws has been the key to creating massive federal change. And the law we need to pass, it's called the American Anti-Corruption Act. It fixes the system so government can work for you and your family, not just a handful of special interests and political insiders. Here's how it works. We have independent commissions draw voting districts. We make it illegal for lobbyists to donate to politicians. We give every voter a $100 tax credit that they can use to support the candidate of their choice.
That is intriguing. I don't know how you enforce the lobbyist thing. As a libertarian, my suggestion would be to get rid of the incentive to lobby by getting rid of regulating industry, and then most of those lobbyists will disappear because then Congress won't be in charge of it.
We put reasonable term limits on elected officials.
What do you mean by reasonable? Term limits, we're all about term limits in the Libertarian Party, but when you use the adverb reasonable, I become suspicious.
We implement ranked choice voting to allow independents and third parties to run without spoiling elections. And finally,
I'm liking this pitch. It's not bad.
we enact secure, automatic voter registration and vote from home ballots.
Oh, whoa. Slow your roll there. These things are hacked all the time. I think we need something a little more old-fashioned, like paper. We need a paper backup. You put this stuff on the internet, they'll definitely hack it all at once. You don't want it too centralized, so it could be, at least now it's all spread out. You have to hack each individual state, and they got all weird different systems.
So now you've got more people voting, and it's easier to vote. This is common sense stuff. It creates a Congress that's more responsive to the people and can finally get stuff done.
Well, I don't know about that, but it would probably create a better Congress. I don't know if you would necessarily, especially in this environment, create a Congress that would suddenly be willing to work together. I think what you would get is you'd probably get some third parties in here, but good luck enacting this. This is going to be super tough, but I think the ranked choice thing would be a good deal. That could help out the libertarians a lot. I think there's been some talk on that. The tax credit's not bad, $100 a piece. I'm not sure how that would work. I guess you would have to make enough money to get the tax credit that you could then donate. So basically, some of your tax money would be going to campaigns and the candidate of your choice. But I would be suspicious of that money going places. I don't know. I have some reservations about that. I mean, besides the fact that I'm a libertarian and I don't like taxes, so little wary. But I mean, it's a good pitch. It's not bad.
Look, we've pulled this law, and it's incredibly popular across party lines. All we have to do is pass them in states across the country. How do we do that?
Aha! Thank you, Josh.
See, Michael Douglas I don't know if he's really helping your case all that much, but I guess he's famous, so it gets you to watch.
That brings us to this simple pie chart. It shows the percentage of a population required to create real and lasting change. Researchers looked at movements from all over the world and found that when 3.5% of a population actively engages in fighting for change, they win every single time. In America, 3.5% is 11 million people, and it needs to be conservatives, progressives, and independents together. America is roughly divided into thirds. That means no one group has the power to do it alone. And here's the best part. Millions are already involved in the movement, and together they've already racked up more than 100 victories in cities and states across America. But we need millions more, and that's why I'm talking to you. Here's what I need you to do right now. Go to RepresentUs and sign up to be part of the next anti-corruption victory in your state. There are already people near you fighting, and they need your help. If that's not for you, then join the Commonwealth, a community of people giving whatever amount they can every month to support local anti-corruption campaigns. Every single dollar goes to the front lines of the fight, not to overhead or organizational expenses. All I'm at.
Good ad. I like that you added that caveat. Because, you know, a lot of these organizations, you don't know where the money's going.
Asking is that everyone who watches this video needs to do something. That you do something. Because you can be damn sure if you do nothing, nothing is going to change. I'm here to tell you that your voice does matter. Join us.
All right. Not a bad pitch. Not a bad pitch. I gotta say, I'm surprised. You really had me going in the beginning. I was like, oh no, this is gonna be like an anti-Trump thing, and that's it. It's all about like getting Trump out of office. But no, I think this could work, and I think with a system like this, Trump would have won by many more votes. Quite frankly. Yeah, I mean, if you think this is going to somehow knock down guys like Trump and Bernie, in terms of populism, good luck with that. Now, I think your biggest fight is with the parties, which is pretty much outlined in here. They are not going to go down without a fight, boy. So, even though you pass these laws, then the object of the game is enforcing them.